The information that I am sharing today complements Step 9 as we continue to open our minds and expand our awareness. You may want to come back and listen to each episode again, as they contain a lot of information and some deeper concepts to consider. Here is a brief overview of what to expect today. Quantum Health Transformation Step 8 is designed for those who wish to feel more grounded, to soothe the mind, body, and soul, and to change belief patterns, making way for quantum recovery and personal evolution. It provides solutions to those who feel stressed out, anxious, or depressed. It provides alternative coping mechanisms and methods to improve sleep. It improves self-care, self-soothing, and self-centering practices. You might be wondering, how is Quantum Health Transformation Step 8 different from other lifestyle programs? It combines ancient wisdom with cutting-edge spiritual, environmental, and personal grounding techniques. It provides an alternative bio-psycho-spiritual approach to lifestyle. And it provides a second foundation to the complete Quantum Health Transformation Lifestyle Program through opening the mind and raising awareness. Step 8, Red, Grounding and Birth of Core Belief Systems, will teach you some environmental, personal, and spiritual grounding techniques, effective steps for advanced gratitude and appreciation. It will teach you about some often overlooked sources of unconditional love, and how to do grounding outdoors and improve internal environments. It speaks to how grooming, stretching, and posture energetically improve the health of the body, mind, and soul, and how to fuel a robust heart torus field. And it also offers methods of establishing positive belief systems and ways to put them into action. Quantum Health Transformation Step 8, Red, Grounding and Birth of Core Belief Systems. There are 3 kinds of grounding for health: spiritual, environmental, and personal grounding. Spiritual grounding includes gratitude and appreciation, and accepting unconditional love from people and other living things. Environmental grounding includes spending time in nature and the use of orgone generators, also called orgonite, indoors. Personal grounding includes self-grooming, stretching, and posture. So we'll start by talking a bit about spiritual grounding. Start where you are right now. Think of and look around for things to appreciate. This is easier to do when you feel positive. If you are in a negative mood, feeling sad, or bored, or lonely, find yourself a comfortable spot to relax and empty your mind of negative thoughts and worries to find a neutral space. As you begin to feel calmer, look for things to appreciate from your immediate surroundings. Even if your circumstances are wretched and you can't think of anything to appreciate, look outside and consider the sky. Now, remember that even if it's cloudy and we cannot see the sun and the stars, they are always there on the other side of the gloom. The sun and stars are always shining, and I appreciate that very much. Likewise, when we feel badly and things seem to not be progressing as we had hoped, there are good things everywhere to be grateful for. A warm bath, my favorite music, and the beauty of nature are just a few examples. From this point, dwell on pleasant things, and soon you will find something to appreciate and be grateful for. This process puts you into positive alignment with everything. Soon you will experience a gratitude snowball effect, and you will feel much better. Grounding your soul this way will attract good things into your life. It has been my experience that genuine gratitude works like a magic wand. The world around me seems to change as though I'm jumping from one-dimensional reality to quite another. You may also wish to learn to accept unconditional love from other beings, including your pets, which is very grounding to your soul. Also, during times of isolation, many have benefited greatly from accepting unconditional love from strangers who sometimes live a long way away through social media. There are many spiritual healers who send out their love daily. Some even offer daily transformational email messages like Messages from the Universe or Abraham Hicks. Their positive influence travels the fourth and fifth dimensions of our world, so time and space do not hinder the unconditional love that they project. And of course, nothing shares love like a warm, furry friend. Dogs are so wonderful to offer us their unconditional love. And cats are very helpful, even if they are more independent. No wonder felines were so valued in ancient societies. They emit grounding and healing frequency when they purr. Pets have so much love to offer. And if you find yourself without a human or a furry friend for companionship, hug a tree. All living things are very grounding to the human soul. And this leads us on to the next section, environmental grounding. Number 2, environmental grounding. I guarantee you will feel better and more grounded when you are out of doors. Physical contact with earth, grass, water, sand, etc. restores the natural frequency of our bodies. The resonant frequency of a human being is about 70 megahertz when we are insulated. But it matches the resonant frequency of the earth, which is about 7 megahertz to 12 megahertz, when we make physical contact with it. Technology unnaturally raises our resonant frequency to levels we are not able to cope with, and only by dropping back down to a level which matches the earth do we begin to heal and recover. So get outside and make contact as often as you can. Sometimes we cannot go outside to make contact with the earth. During the winter here at Red Deer, Alberta, which is in Canada, the temperatures often dip to minus 20 degrees Celsius or much lower for at least 4 months of the year. In this case, if you cannot go out to make contact with the earth, I highly recommend a daily grounding bath. Although a daily bath is relaxing and it keeps you nice and clean, it does so much more. I recommend using very warm water, but not scalding hot. Add Epsom salts and sea salts to soothe the body and increase conductivity. You may also add any pleasing combination of essential oils, spices like sandalwood or rosemary, your favorite crystals, and disc-shaped orgone generators. The plumbing, which is attached to your bath, is grounded to the earth. And when we add salts, the water becomes very conductive, and our personal energy is grounded through the water to the plumbing and down to the earth. This is why a bath can be so deeply relaxing and grounding. By adding other components like essential oils or spices, we introduce healing elements and raise the frequency of our bodies. When we add crystals, and disc-shaped orgone generators, we are restructuring the water to reflect the frequency of the crystals and the healing effects of orgone. As an added benefit, your crystals and orgone generators are effectively recharged by taking them into a salty bath with you. Feel free to experiment. I find that sandalwood has a warming effect, peppermint has a cooling effect, and rosemary helps to strengthen memory. Orange essential oils improve mood, and all citrus oils help to heal the skin. Frankincense gives me an overall feeling of soothing comfort. Do some research and look for the healing and inspiring properties of the many essential oils available. Just make sure that they are organic and do not contain any solvents, impurities, or artificial fragrance. In my experience, cheap essential oils have little effect, but the more expensive and well-known brands are more helpful. High-quality essential oils are also more concentrated, so in the long run, they actually save you money because you use much less. You do not need to be an expert to find the spices, essential oils, crystals, or orgone generators that will benefit you the most. You will naturally be attracted to the ones you need. Trust your instincts. I also recommend acquiring grounding devices for use indoors, and buy some orgone generators, also known as orgonite. For details on how these amazing devices work and how to benefit from them, visit my website and click the Free Resources tab. You will find many videos about my personal brand called Zendome's Orgonite, which produce healing resonant frequencies of about 786,000 kilohertz, which is beneficial for people, pets, and even your plants. To learn the basics and see my current selection, visit my online shop at www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. There are multiple health benefits reported from regularly keeping orgonite nearby. The crystals are under pressure, so they become piezoelectric. As a result, they emit their specialized healing vibrations, and they form an inaudible symphony of healing frequencies, which clear all of the chakras as they relax the body. Zendome's orgone generators interact with the natural crystal salts found in our fluids and tissues in our bodies. Further, each of my designs are unique, handmade, and ethically sourced. They are also double charged for maximum effect. Orgone generators also dramatically diminish the harmful effects of EMF radiation, that's electromagnetic frequencies, produced by man-made technologies, and they amplify crystal healing vibrations to purify the atmosphere and produce negative ions, which stimulate positive mood and well-being. Orgonite is made by combining crystals from the quartz family, other life-enhancing piezoelectric crystals, along with a mix of organic resin with metal shavings. This produces a compound which attracts and converts electromagnetic frequency, or EMFs, and other negative energies by retuning them into new and more positive frequencies. All Zendome's orgone generators are self-cleansing and can easily be recharged by exposing them to sunshine, salt water, or high-frequency music. Electromagnetic frequencies come from cell phones, cordless phones, mobile antennas, smart meters, broadcast towers, electrical security systems, and more. The higher the frequency, the greater the risk to health. For example, microwaves are very high frequency or VHF radiation, and they compose a significant health risk. Many cell phone towers operate in the microwave range, so there are many good reasons to grid your home with Zendome's orgonite. When orgonite is within range of a source of DOR or negative energy, it will efficiently and continuously transform it into POR or positive energy as it is being transmitted. This essentially creates a positive energy transmitter out of any and all emitters of harmful negative energy, like cell phones, Wi-Fi, corded and cordless devices. Environmental grounding leads to number 3, personal grounding. Personal grounding includes self-grooming, stretching and posture. We are a grooming species, and we require daily massage and movement of the body in order to clear our energy pathways, align our chakras, and strengthen our flow of energy, which is sometimes called chi or prana, 0 point, or even Holy Spirit. These practices are foundational for improving the health of the body, mind, and soul. Self-grooming involves massaging unprocessed fruit and vegetable source oils combined with organic essential oils into the skin. Start with the top of the head and work down. Massage from hands to shoulders, feet to hips, and trunk towards the heart. Use small circular motions on your hands, elbows, shoulders, feet, knees, and hips, while using long stroking motions on your forearms, upper arms, lower legs, and thighs. This is very soothing to your body and your mind, and is a great way to expand self-love and healing. You will feel totally amazing if you do it right after the bath that I have suggested. Stretching the body also unblocks the energy centers and stimulates circulation while preparing the body for movement. Techniques like yoga, tai chi, and qigong seem to work the best, but any stretching is better than none as long as it does not cause you pain. Mimicking the way a pet stretches or the natural flow of the trees and water are also very beneficial and grounding. If you are not used to a stretching routine, try stretching your body first thing in the morning within the comfort of your bed. Stretching also helps your body posture to realign itself. Posture is also important for health. When we carry our bodies physically in alignment, our energy does not get pinched off and it flows freely. To correct my posture, I followed the advice of a dance instructor who recommended that I simply raise my sternum as often as possible and keep it held high. This not only improved my posture, but increased my self-esteem too. I look and I feel more confident. I certainly can breathe deeper and more comfortably when I do this practice. For more details, there are oodles of instructions on how to do self-massage, stretch, and correct posture on the internet. Experiment until you find that which works best for you. Self-grooming with massage, stretching the body, and posture all have good effect on your energetic system called your chakras. Chakras send and receive photonic energy. They serve as wheels and gates for your biophotonic energy system. These must all be free-flowing to ensure health and well-being. Each chakra responds to a specific, measurable, energetic wave pattern called a frequency. Each of these frequencies has a measurable bandwidth, and it is interesting that these frequencies correspond to the solfeggio scale and the color light spectrum. Each chakra energy center supports a different part of the body and area of well-being. Because the chakras drive the meridian system, which is accessed for healing during acupuncture, acupressure, reflexology, and other healing modalities. The chakras open the gates to the meridian systems and supply energy to corresponding areas of the body for health. Your chakras are energetic and your meridian systems are also energetic. The effects of Zen Dome's organites are also energetic and therefore are great tools for revitalizing your personal chakra and meridian systems. When we take time to ground, stretch, and groom, we clear and support our chakras, which strengthens our heart's torus field. A vibrant heart torus field improves our health and brings us into alignment with our desires for a more comfortable, successful existence. It is at the heart of manifesting that which we desire. Our heart torus field radiates outward for at least 10 feet in our three-dimensional reality, and further on the fourth and fifth dimensional levels, where we are all connected. Heal yourself, and you literally heal the world. And for more research online, I suggest that you look into the Heart Math Institute. So now we're going to move on to birth of new core belief systems. So let's assume that you have watched Quantum Health Transformation Step 9 and have already done some light shadow integration work. Now consider the new attributes you wish to emerge from yourself and qualities that you already possess but wish to strengthen. Approach this information without judgment, as though you are cafeteria-style shopping for an improved sense of self. At this point, you do not need to do anything to bring about the desired changes. Just be aware of what you want and of the areas that you wish to improve or strengthen. Frequently meditate on these qualities as you do your grounding exercises. Prayer also works well. Once you accept your whole self, work on loving yourself unconditionally. Think of yourself as a younger, less experienced being in need of guidance. Now is the time to develop an internal parent who can guide the younger version of you. This is the beginning of finding your inner guru who will guide you as you evolve into a healthier person and grow spiritually. This requires you to practice self-love and discipline. Think about what a good parent might be like and remain non-judgmental and very patient with yourself. I also recommend that you write out positive affirmations that you like and post them in conspicuous places. Your subconscious mind will accept them even if you are not actively reading or repeating them to yourself. Just keep them in visual range. Switch them out from time to time and make use of the granddaddy of all affirmations. I love and accept myself unconditionally right now. Other favorites of mine are, I freely forgive myself and all others, and I let go of the past. And another one that I use frequently is, every day and in every way I am better and better. As previously mentioned, subscribe to daily reminders like Mike Dooley's Messages from the Universe and quotes from Abraham Hicks. These two resources have helped to inspire me very much over the years. Step 8, conclusion. Ground first, then affirm new core beliefs about yourself. I recommend the following free resources to assist with this step. Click the Free Resources tab on my website to find my published articles, my Quantum Health blog, and my audio podcasts. I also recommend my professional support services, which are found under the Shop tab of my website. To find the Step 8 primer and workshop videos, visit www.KarenHoltonHealthCoach.com/videos/step-8/. This concludes step 8. Please feel free to contact me for more information and for assistance with your wellness program. Now, before we delve into step 7, let's look at our postmodern culture. Since the 1990s, we have been inundated with postmodern thought, which tears down obsolete and destructive ways of thinking. This gave rise to a very critical analysis of society called Deconstructionism. Although it has its place, the flaw in this type of analysis is that it is anti-productive to positive creativity and growth. One can spend so much time going down one rabbit hole of analysis after another that the joy of being creative beings is forgotten and lost. This leads to much unhappiness. But once we shift from looking at what's wrong with the world and focus on what is healthy and beneficial, everything changes. Things are what they are. The Nubby Ball tool will help you to see that there is a brighter side to it all. At first, it may take some discipline, but soon you will get better at finding a grateful place in your mind and heart. And now you're ready to get on with creating a whole new way of being. Change yourself and you change the world. It is time for a new peaceful era. Keep dreaming. Desire peace and harmony. Learn to mind your own business. Focus on yourself. Turn your negative attributes into positive ones. Challenge yourself. Discover your inner guru who will not police your every thought, intention, and action, but will lovingly guide you and reveal your own attitudes that might be holding you back. Become your own compassionate observer. Be patient with yourself and frequently reward your successes. If you want to help create the change that you wish to see in the world, or make contact with ET, and or participate in the Intergalactic Resettlement Program, take exquisite care of the temple body, raise your vibrational frequency, and learn from the Quantum Health Transformation Program. If you would like to enjoy more of my content, check out my website at www.KarenHoltonHealthCoach.com. That's KarenHolton healthcoach.com, where you will find an abundance of free resources to assist with energetic ascension into physical, mental, and spiritual paradise. You will find the 9 Steps to Quantum Health Transformation, a free, no strings attached, comprehensive, online lifestyle course. You will also find the Quantum Guide Show, which I host, and I have interviews with awakened masters. Let them share their quantum work with you. I also co-host a show called Forbidden Transformation with Karen and Chris. And we teach people how to make positive ET contact, improve your life, and find your experiencer community. The Fringe View. Science fiction becomes science fact as you learn about my real-life paranormal and extraterrestrial experiences from my various podcasts. And if you would like to support my work, check out my online shop where you will find Zendome's Orgonite, as mentioned in this presentation, my unique brand of orgone generators. They're ethically sourced, they're handmade, and they're double charged for maximum effect. You might be wondering, what do you mean by ethically sourced? Well, what that means is they're not made in a factory and they're not made in a sweatshop. They're handmade by a friend of mine, and then I do work with them to double charge them through a quantum entanglement process. And you can read more about that on my website. I also offer a limited supply of comfort crystals. This is a limited collection of energetically infused semi-precious stones. I also offer quite a few different lifestyle services, workshops, assessments, and one-on-one support and coaching. And three of the new services that I've added in the last 6 months, one of them is Intuitive Time with Karen and Chris, where myself and Chris Matthew from Forbidden Knowledge News are willing to meet with people and share some time and some insight and some advice or whatever people want to talk about, whether it's ET or other paranormal experiences. I also offer spiritual support for anybody having any kind of spiritual issues. It can be traditional or non-traditional. It could be new age. It can be something that's totally your unique way of being spiritual. But sometimes we need a little bit of support, or sometimes we need someone to bounce our ideas off of in order to make it through the current level and move on to where we're aiming to go. And then, of course, I also have ET support for people who have experienced ET contact, whether it's pleasant or not very pleasant. I'm here to listen to what you have to say, believe and believe in your experience, validate your experience, and offer you some support. And then finally, I also offer some PDF downloads, which are printable, shareable copies of my different lessons. So again, my website is www.karenholtonhealthcoach.com. And I now have two channels. I have my YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/C/Karen Holton TV, and my backup channel on Odyssey. Odyssey is spelled Odyssee. And you can find me at www.odyssey.com/@Karen Holton TV. Thank you for joining me, and I'm sending much love to each and every one of you. I hope the rest of your week is fantastic.